Hey guys, this is Feeder Noob, and I'm going to be doing a quick overview of Nyx Assassin's abilities. He is a really popular support hero in the meta right now, very level dependent, does not need very much farm whatsoever to be very effective, and just a great group ganker and even a solo ganker. And also he's a very good pick against a lot of the inti support heroes that are currently being picked, like Darkseer, Kodal, Shadow Demon. Nyx is a very nice sort of a counter to those types of heroes. So let's get into the lobby here. And I've got a couple of Enigma-shaped punching bags here. Should probably level those up so they won't just melt. Level bots 25. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to mention that if you're wanting to sort of check out abilities of heroes yourself, definitely go make a lobby. Put the cheats on. Go ahead and give yourself gold. That's dash gold, space however much you want to do. And you can create enemy heroes, dash create enemy, then follow that up with their name and the word enemy, then you can level it up and whatever. Just a nice little way to practice and sort of beat up on something and get a feel for how your abilities actually might work. So in any case, I'll sort of walk you through that with Nyx Assassin. So first I'm going to just go over what abilities he has. He has Impale, which is his Q skill, and sort of his bread and butter. That has a stun and damage. The stun and damage go up as you level it up. And it starts at about 1.25 second stun and goes up to almost 3 seconds, about 2 3/4 of a second. So that's a pretty long stun at level 4, and it's targeted, so it's very, very reliable, and you can hit multiple heroes with it as well, which I'll show you in a second. His second skill is called Mana Burn, and it does just that. So it's more effective based on how much intelligence the hero that you're casting it on has. So Enigma here has 121 intelligence. So what Mana Burn is going to do is 5 times that in damage to Enigma's hit points and also to his mana pool. So this is a really great skill if you can get it off earlier in a team fight. Might be able to keep enemy heroes from casting when they would have had their skills ready to go. So, and of course it does damage as well, so very nice skill there. His third skill is Spiked Carapace, and it's a lot like Blade Mail for those of you who are familiar with that, although it has a stun as well. So what it does is it will reflect damage once from each source. So if 3 people are attacking you, it will reflect it once to each one of them. And will also stun them for the duration that is specified by the level of Spiked Carapace. So that's the only thing that changes, by the way, when you level it up. It goes from a 0.6 second stun to a 2.4 second at level 4. So it's a great escape ability. Anyone who's trying to right-click attack you will just not be able to follow you, which is great. His ultimate is very unique. He goes invisible, so I'm sure you can all imagine how useful that is. Gets a huge amount of bonus damage if you right-click attack to come out of that. He also gets bonus movement speed, and it lasts longer depending on what level you've got it at. So let me demonstrate how you want to use these abilities in what order, and I'll do it in slow motion first. So first thing you want to do is go invisible and sneak up on your target. So I picked Enigma as my little punching bag here because he's so much fun to hunt in the jungle as Nyx Assassin. Go invisible, sneak past their ward, find Enigma in the jungle, right click, see that does quite a bit of damage, 550 right there, then go ahead and stun. Because, oh, notice that hits multiple heroes as long as they're in the line, so try to aim that as best you can. While he's still stunned, you don't want to just stand here like I'm doing now, go ahead and Mana Burn. That way when they come out of the stun, there's a chance that they won't be able to cast on you at all, or that they won't have as many spells to toss at you. And then if they're still alive and you're worried about their right-clicking, go ahead and hit the Carapace. You might get some extra stun out of that. Now you'll notice in my items I've chosen a Dagon here. Usually for intelligence heroes, this item is actually great on Nyx Assassin because while they're still stunned from the Impale, you can go ahead and hit them with the Dagon as well as with the Mana Burn, and it can do quite a bit of damage. So let me get myself a new Enigma here, and I will show you that in fast motion the way it's supposed to be done. So you sneak up on him, hit, 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 and carapace. So I just did Out of the Vendetta, stun with the Impale, mana burn, Dagon, and then I hit the spiked carapace just in case he was still going to go for me. And you'll notice, by the way, that the cooldown on mana burn is only 4 seconds. So really, by the time all your stuns are done working, you've got mana burn back up, and you can just kill, finish that kill. So I think he's a ridiculously good hero, especially with the Dagon, especially if you've got someone like Enigma, Outworld Destroyer, Darkseer. You know who I'm talking about, those intelligence heroes. And I would point out, by the way, that mana burns scales very well into the late game, as it's not changing. The only thing that changes when you level it up is the cooldown, which goes from 28 seconds to 4 seconds. So that's a huge deal for the reason that I just showed you. You can get that mana burn going right over again, and the amount of mana that it takes for you to cast that. Nyx will be very mana hungry in the beginning of the game, and Arcane Boots should probably be your first buy if you're able to gather some money by ganking. And of course, it helps if you hang out with someone like Windrunner or some other support with a good stun, maybe a Gyrocopter. It's almost impossible not to get kills if you time your stuns correctly and are dealing with these level 1 heroes. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it clarifies a bit what Nyx Assassin is all about. Again, very level dependent, doesn't need much farm to be extremely effective, and really just fun to play. If you've never gone just roaming out into enemy territory and picking off junglers or solo laners, then you should definitely give Nyx a shot, and I hope you have a great time. So this is Feeder Noob, and if you enjoyed this video or found it useful and are interested in learning a bit about Wisp's abilities, I also have a video on Wisp, who's my very favorite hero, and I also have some Defense 3 casts, a very good tournament if you are interested in watching tournament games, sometimes with me and sometimes with my co-caster Blatant. So in any case, thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time.